So did anyone hear anything from Sandra?
No.
She said jumping on.
So we'll just get started without her. So jump on whenever you are able to redirect it. So what should our first topic be?
The contention.
What should the desired outcome be?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you wrote here, get clarity on professional communications code. Okay.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
You're here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be sure to do your policy training for
Yes. 2.2. Okay. Sandra, we cannot hear you.
What?
Hello. Yeah. Hello? Were you talking? I thought you were talking. Sorry. Yeah. You're cutting.
So do you have any particular desired outcome, Joyce? Or should we just go with mine, or what do you want to do? Or
Yeah,
just
this okay. This okay.
Address contention quickly. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So, supplements, do we have any objections on our first topic?
Oh,
No objection for me. Scott. Okay, creating the tab. Contention. Just contention quickly. Saan ba yung topic ko na yun? Okay. So shall we go rounds now or?
Yeah, we can do a round wherever I can start. You want me to start?
Who will start? Okay. Jay, you can start.
Yeah, I'll go start. So, bottom line is that, there's nothing, for me, it's nothing personal. It's just addressing the, professional situation. I think our focus as a team needs to get onto the work.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I think that anything that is not focused on the work is a problem and needs to be addressed. And so, I mean, everybody has a right to have their opinions. Everyone has a right to have friends and have friendships and, want to create personal connections, all of that. But for me, the workspace is not the space to do those types of things, right? Like Alberto made it very clear he wanted this to be his family, and he was pushing this whole family thing and like all these friendships and all this stuff. That's not my thing. I'm into getting work done. Like, we're here to work professionally. We're not here to create family and friends. This is a professional work environment, and obviously Alberto's gone now, so it's not like he really followed through with any of the things that he was saying about that. So it's just like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just think we need to focus on work. So that just comes down to our policies and how we can get focused on the work. And it's just nothing personal. Like, I can't get work done when I'm thinking and focused on things that are distracting me from the work, right? So in this case, I feel when you say, you know, that you fear me and you have no idea why, you have no idea where it comes from, you don't, have any experience, there's nothing that you can share that I can actually improve on in any way. It just doesn't feel like it follows our professional communications code. Our professional communications code talks about, nonviolent communications using I statements and feelings and observations, right? So I'm not feeling like you're talking about your own personal feelings. You're talking about how I am, experiencing in the relationship with you. And then we're not talking about observations of anything that actually happened. It's just opinions about me. And it feels to me like I just feel personally um, um, being either picked on or just like targeted or whatever without any way for me to be able to improve. So we also have, under our communications code, verifiable information and observations, that we want to have, follow the process and actually create collaborative solutions. And so my question is, is this a type of insult or a name calling? Is it, picking on someone? Is it a gossip and a rumor? Does
Time to
this fall
stretch.
into the
Please
category
stop,
of
stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
breaking our professional communications code or not? So that's kind of where I'm at. And again, it's nothing personal. It's just like if someone is stepping out and causing difficulties to get focused on the work, then it should just be addressed professionally. And if it is breaking the professional communications code, then we do the policy tracking and we do a warning, and that's it, and we move on. If it's not, then you know I'll do policy training or whatever, whatever we need to do to just be able to move on and get focused on the work. Check.
Okay, I'm next. Okay, so Jay, uh, I don't know what happened, but I just said I just said that I fear you more than Alberto. I didn't mean anything. And then I was surprised when I read all the messages in the Discord. I said I didn't mean anything. I just said that I fear you more than Alberto. As I said, yesterday, was it yesterday or the other session, main session? I said that I said that because I consider Alberto's situation when he's like shouting or whatever. I empathize, like I empathize with him because as he said, he is sick. He has health conditions or mental conditions, something like that. So I really don't fear fear that, you know. Then the meaning of what I told you about fear for you is whenever you're angry, that's when I fear you. That's it. I did not mean anything. I was really surprised when I saw your messages in Discord. So I don't know what that is, but I'm sorry that you feel like that. But you should have brought it immediately. Was it yesterday? Was that yesterday When I said that, I even forgot already. But you should have brought immediately, Jay. Why you passed how many days you said? I don't know even was this
Time to
yesterday.
pause. Please
So
stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
so that's my take for on that situation. It's really I just said that I did not know that when I saw it, you had the context of that one maybe because Alberto was threatening you or something. What was that message in Discord that is threatening to sue you or something like that? So maybe that's what triggered you. Maybe that I did not know about it. I did not know about your situation. Um, so I understand that maybe because of that threatening of Alberto that you compared to what I said. I did not even know that you are being threatened by Alberto about suing and everything. So I'm sorry, but I really didn't mean anything. So that's it from me.
Um, Sandra and Lucy, is it okay if I respond?
Okay. Sandra.
Um, I mean, for me, it obviously means something because you're saying it and you're saying it again. You're continuing to say it. During the session, we had limited time, so we could only go so far, but I went out of my way to ask you why you said that and what were the reasons and what were the contexts, and you specifically stated during the session that you did not know why and you didn't have any reason or whatever. This is just how you felt about me. So, like, I didn't really know how to respond to that in the actual moment. And I still don't know how to respond to it, you know. It's just a very odd thing to say, you know. So, um, you know, I don't know Alberto's whole situation with his mental health or whatever, but I certainly know that I'm not perfectly mentally healthy in every single way, you know. So it's just like, um, I don't know. It just seems like assumptions on top of assumptions. Like, we are not here to know people's personal lives and how they're dealing with their personal health and how they're dealing with their doctors and what's going on. Like, I don't know what Alberto's doing. I have no idea what his situation is, and it's not my business. You don't know what my situation is with my mental health and my doctors, and it's none of your business. You know, so something that's assumed based on what somebody's personal circumstances are for their own health, it just doesn't seem like a professional
Time for
conduct.
breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
So, anyways, like, you know, I'm hopeful we can work out through all of these things. I mean, again, it's not like, you know, I don't have any personal thing for you, Lucy. I mean, you, Joyce, I'm just making it very clear that for me, you know, I'm affected by this position that you have, and it doesn't really even matter, you know, in relationship to Alberto, like just saying that you fear me and you have no idea why and you have no idea like what I can do to improve. It's just very difficult to put someone in that situation because it doesn't give any ability for evolution or improvement or constructive, you know, options to do it. It just sounds like it's something personal and it just sounds like you don't like me or whatever. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I don't have any idea what I'm talking about. I have no idea, but it just doesn't feel right for some reason. Like if other people were saying that to other members, I think I would try to defend them and be like, why would you say that about them? And why don't you give constructive ideas of how we can improve the situation? You know, I feel like I might step up and actually try to address that. In this case, I'm not expecting anyone to step up for me. Everyone seems to be, you know, having the same issues with this whole fear thing being a problem, but from everyone else, I'm getting clear constructive criticism. We're getting clear ways of like when and where and how potentially we can improve on the communication. Yeah, so
Okay, Jay.
it definitely
So
helps to think about it for sure. So thank you
Oh,
for
yeah,
making.
sorry.
okay. Shall I say? Shall I reply? Yeah, as I said, Jay, I said whenever you're angry, I am afraid. I am afraid to talk. I cannot work properly. So maybe refrain from maybe maybe from talking um I don't know, soften your words little maybe. So
Okay,
that's what I yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay, so let's address that. Can we address that for a second, or are you done, or we
Yeah,
continue?
yeah. Sure,
Time to
sure, sure.
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So, I mean, for me, the question is, are you as a worker allowed to be angry? Right? That would be the question. Is someone allowed to be angry? Um, and I would say that you should address that. You know, maybe it should be okay, not okay, I don't know. But the point to me is that, you know, I am angry and I do get angry. I'm very upset and angry at the world. I'm upset that the world prioritizes big money special interests over normal everyday people. I'm upset at that the powers that be are just like you know the rich and the greedy corporations are killing billions of animals and plants for their own greed and profit and basically destroying the life capacity and life force of this planet. You know, I don't like the corruption and the greed. It makes me very angry, you know, and so I want to do something about it. Um, I also get frustrated in relationship to the work not being completed on time and everything, but I try to just, you know, deal with it and address it moving forward. So what I definitely agree with is we shouldn't be, you know, raising our voices. We shouldn't be using bad words. And we should be using aggressive behavior. So, you know, if you look at the professional communications code, insulting, shouting, yelling, talking over people, these are all unacceptable um, uses of language, right? So, but it doesn't say that nobody should be allowed to be angry, in my perspective. So the question is, you know, am I raising my voice to an unacceptable limit? If we can understand where and when I have done that, and in what situations, then I can actually improve and fix that. Can we control every individual, whether or not they're, you know, angry? I don't know what the difference of being angry is. Maybe joyous. I don't know what the difference is, but you know, can you control when people are joyous or not? I mean, I don't know. It's difficult, but we can say, okay, even if you are angry, you still need to function within a professional um, policy, right? Of code of communications, right? Yeah. Check.
Time to take a break.
Okay.
Please write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Should we take a break? Or?
Okay, take a break and
Okay.
can I reply after
Can I say something, please?
before you go break?
No, after the break.
You can talk
After the
about
Okay.
what
break.
I mean, if we're right in the middle of it, if you want to just go, Sandra or Joyce, you can
Okay,
pause.
I can let Sandra talk and after Sandra I will
No,
take
Joy, after you. Joy, see, after you, I can talk.
okay, okay, okay.
After you,
Let's take a
please.
break first. Let's take a break first.
So we're taking a break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Take a break first. Okay.
How many minutes?
Just to the bottom of the hour, so like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Only 5 minutes. It is. Yes. That's what I need. Okay. Set. Special.
Okay, I am back.
End it's of 4 o'clock. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Anyone else back?
Yes.
I'm back too.
So Joyce, you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. I think getting angry is not.
I'm back.
We're human, so getting angry is normal. But me also, I get angry in the house before the work, but I don't bring it to the work. Okay, I don't bring it to the work. I don't slash it to anyone. I don't give my anger to anyone. I just leave the anger in the house and then I go to work. So it's normal. It's normal to get angry, but we must know how to control, so that nobody will get hurt. Avoid getting others to be hurt. Um, it's really a skill. It's a skill because before also I was not having control, but as time goes by, this practice and practice, everybody doesn't have at first, control of like emotions, but as we mature, we get to control. So, and I got to control. I get to mellow it when I had kids because I have to be patient. Okay, so and that's all I can say. That every time we have the session with you, every time I'm speaking for myself, every time I have a session, I feel there's discomfort. There is like tension, because, for example, I'm fearing that maybe if I don't know something, Jay will get angry, like that. So that's what I feel, and what I wanted, what I wanted, what I wish is that what I wish that I will feel for you is, not fear but respect. So
Time to
that's all
pause.
I have
Please
to
stop.
say for now.
Close your eyes. Count 1,
Thank
2,
you.
3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, anybody else would go next?
Yes, Sandra.
Okay, Sandra.
Okay, I'm trying to type what I want to say so it will be easy for me. Sorry. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I just want to say very few things. Firstly, I would start by apologizing directly to Jay for those words, at least for making him feel bad. But I think what is really happening here is misunderstanding because um I think I was present the first day Joyce made mention of prayer. Yeah, it was the last time we have this main theme like public opinion, should I say, and I heard her saying she fears Jay more than Abrato, not West. Okay, and I think she never meant it like that, the way Jay is taking it to be. Please, I really want to apologize. And again, coming to the question Jay asked, is someone allowed to get angry? I'm going to be putting it in a medical terms. Feeling anger is completely normal. It's normal to get angry. It's normal to express your feelings, yeah. But what I think is not normal is as a leader allowing your anger to get over you, getting angry over everything, like getting angry instantly. I think it's not professional as a leader, if I am asked. And again, I think I think Jay is temperamental. Like what I mean is he get angry easily, and I'm gonna appeal to you to at least please can you at least minimize the rate at which you get angry during work, please? And I think that's all. Sorry, that's
For
all.
breath, please
Check.
stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Okay, who wants to go next? Jay, would you like to reply first or let others speak first?
I'm fine. I'll reply. To see if Lucy wants to say anything, and then I can go.
Okay. Lucy, do you want to talk?
I don't really have anything to say. I think that's
Okay.
what we always discuss many times. So.
So, firstly, I mean, I can apologize for sure, and I'm sorry to Joyce. I'm sorry to the team for getting frustrated, getting angry, being upset, and I agree with Sandra that it's certainly not ideal when leader, CEO, whatever is getting upset and getting angry in relationship to a leadership position, right? So there's no question about that. But um, we've also made it clear that it's not necessarily wrong to get angry. I mean, we can't expect everyone to magically be able to control their feelings, emotions at all times. Um, so in that regard, like I can do my best to, you know, get better at it and also just, work with the team. But I think that it's also perfectly reasonable for me to request to the team to address the things that frustrate me. For example, you know, getting work done on time, working at a faster speed. If it's all going very, very slowly, it's very, very frustrating, how slow things go sometimes. And so I can't control that, but I can certainly request you all to go faster, right? And work faster. And if you can't work faster and I get frustrated because of it, sure, you can request me to not get angry and frustrated, but at the same time, it's like I can request you guys to work faster, so I think it's the same thing, right? On top of that, I can also request you guys to step up into leadership positions and step up and take on executive roles and all these things. If you don't want to do that, I'm pretty much forced to do it because no one else will step up to do the work. But that doesn't mean that I am the executive and I am um, the leader because of wanting to do it. It's because no one else is willing to do it.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So, we talk a lot about how little work gets done and how little of the minimum assigned responsibilities for just the deadlines, right? But that does not talk about in any way actually doing the work beyond the deadlines, because the actual work is not the minimum for the pay stops, right? So the pay stop deadlines. And then from there, there's much more work in terms of stepping up into leadership and executive roles, which obviously no one wants to do. So, you know, I just have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, I can do my best, and I apologize for being, having these, frustrations and feelings. And I agree that there's miscommunication and everything, so overall I will do my best. And so I would also ask others to do their best as well. If you want me to take on that, I think you guys should also take it on too. I think it's only fair. In terms of the situation we're in now, if everything's just miscommunications, everything's perfectly fine. I mean, that's one thing. I can do my policy training, but for me, there's still a part of it that is, concerning, and still the hearing Joyce say these things that seem like there's just no clear goal for me to work on. Like, I'm getting very clear things from Sandra and others, but from Joyce, it's just like, I have to magically not be angry, and I can't be frustrated, and I can't, basically it's just like I can't be myself, which is just hurt, or it just hurts. So I just personally still feel hurt and saddened by the comments, and I wish I didn't, but it's just like that's just the reality of it. And any time that I make someone else feel uncomfortable, you should call me out. If I'm breaking the professional code, call me out on it, and I'll do the policy training, because I want to learn, so that's my request. If you guys do not do that, and you allow me to break policies, that is you not doing your job. You're paid to make sure everyone follows the policies. So that is my request for sure, to call me out as soon as possible, and so that's what I'm doing in relationship to Joyce, like in the moment it felt really awkward. I asked questions about it.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
It's good to stretch, but anyways, I was just saying that in the moment I felt weird about what Joyce said. I asked questions about it. I didn't know how to respond, and then I thought about it the next day, and then here we are now. So it's just like I don't know. I just felt like it was the more and more I think about it, the more and more I feel like it was potentially against the communications code. So it's like I'm just bringing it up in addressing it. And if that's not the case, then it's fine, but the sooner you bring something up and address it, the better, as opposed to waiting for weeks or months.
Can I reply, Jay?
Sure.
Yeah, I did not see that you will do it magically. It's not like that. I even said my situation. I even said myself that I was like that before. And then gradually you know, I was making progress gradually, because before also everybody at first don't know how to control themselves from when you were young and up to, but as I mature, I said a while ago, and having children made me patient and everything. So I did not say magically you should be like that. It's a skill. You should work on it. That's what I said. I didn't say it should magically happen. But you should learn how to control your anger every time. That's what I said.
I understand what you're saying, and so what I'm questioning is that I don't. If we want to make that a value, we can. So, for example, the proposal would be that a core value of F1 is controlling emotions. Controlling, having articulate, having participants controlling their emotions and feelings, right?
Mhm.
So it's just like if that's a core value and that's what we believe people should do, then that makes sense, right? But I have no problem with you being angry. If you want to be angry right now, you can be angry right now. You can scream
Time
and
to
yell,
pause.
let
Please
out
stop.
your emotions,
Close
let
your
out
eyes.
everything you want
Count
to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And if you break the communication
We are
filter,
out
you
of
break.
time for this topic.
Yes, we're out of time for the topic. So I'm going over, but I think this is important. So if you like, I have no problem with you, getting angry, Joyce. And if you happen to get so angry that you break our policies and you break our communications code, then you do policy tracking. And we give you a warning and we tell you like, you went above and beyond, but I'm not going to tell you don't get angry, Joyce. Don't share your
Yeah.
feelings, Joyce. Like,
Yes.
I would never do
Yeah.
that because that's not our value. We actually want people to be human and to express themselves. So I would actually prefer you to express your feelings if you're angry, because if you're suppressing your emotions, that actually can be really bad for mental health. If people are forced to suppress their emotions, they're not able to share what they truly feel and what they're experiencing, it can actually be very difficult for your mental health and your actual health and stability as a human being. I don't know. I would be I don't know how I would vote on the proposal of having people being able to control their emotions and feelings as a core value. I don't know if that's what we stand for, because
Okay.
I would
Can I?
the
Okay.
relationship
Sorry.
of mental health.
Okay. Hello, Jay. Are you finished?
Yep. But we are over time.
Maybe.
I'm going to do policy training.
Okay. Can we do what do you call this? View up. I want to say something.
Sure. Do you guys want to do another like 6 to 12 minutes,
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
or we can do another 12 to 24 minutes? I'm fine either way.
It's okay. 6 to 12 for me. Mm. Okay, 6 to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Or do you want 12 to 24 again, Jay? Jay?
Whatever we want to do, we just do. If everyone agrees to 12 to 24 minutes, then we can just stop early if we're done.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I think what's
Okay.
important here is we're addressing the contentious and core values and getting into the actual
Time for
important
breath.
stuff.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Okay. So, yeah. Do we agree to continuing? Or
Yes.
Lucy, are
another
you
12?
for another 12 to 24 minutes?
You see? You see?
I have no problem. I agree.
Okay, so shall I reply? Jay? Jay, I did not say
Yeah.
again that you should suppress your feelings. You know, it it is like what you call this? It's not suppressing the feeling. Controlling is not suppressing. Controlling means you less it. What to best describe control? Manage. Maybe manage your anger better. Of course, it will not magically happen, as you said, of course, but also we will do our best as you wish us to to do also our best to be faster, so that you will not be triggered, by your anger will not be triggered. And what else? Yeah, that's what I I wanna say, and hmm, yes. And it's associated with like I don't know. I don't want to argue. Like maybe what's that? Okay, so what did I say? Yeah, that's what I wanna say. Yeah, I did not mean you will suppress your anger. You will suppress your emotion. No, it's just like only controlling, managing it better. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sandra or Lucy wants to go next, but I certainly can respond.
Mm,
Okay, who wants to go next?
um, can I say something?
Sandra, did you want to
Sandra?
say something, or should I go?
Yes, yes, yes. I just want to ask, if
Time
or
goes.
if the issue
Stop.
is being resolved, like,
Count. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Jay,
5.
please, I don't know what to say. I just want to ask, please, does the answers to your question, does it make you feel better now? Like, is everything settled?
Well, let me just respond, and
And
we'll go back to it. So I would say overall it helps to talk for sure. Um, you know, but my primary request is like, was the professional communications code broken or not? If not, I'm going to do policy tracking. If it was, then Joyce should do policy tracking based on what they said. Bottom line. So either I'm going to do policy tracking or Joyce is going to do policy tracking. Like we should have clarity on that. And it's either a yes or no answer. Um, and right now it seems like the group is leaning towards no, in which case I'll just do policy tracking and then that's fine. So in the context of, but I would like a clear answer. I think it's perfectly professional and reasonable for me to ask that question and to get an answer. In terms of this discussion about, um, you know, controlling emotions and feelings, I don't feel particularly comfortable about it. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm listening to the conversation, the more I don't agree with it. And in the way that I feel in this discussion and talking with Joyce is I feel talked down to. I feel that because I am not a master of my own emotions and feelings, that I am a lesser person than somebody who is an expert at controlling their emotions or feelings, which I think potentially conflicts with our empowerment um, values, right? In that basically, if we say that people in the group are basically more empowered, the more they're able to control their feelings and emotions, then that disempowers people who are normal, regular humans who have less capabilities of controlling their feelings and emotions. So, in the vibe I get is that even though this is my own perception, is that in that sort of space, and this happens a lot in religious communities, oh, the more I'm able to practice this, very spiritual slash, you know, difficult practice that, has to do with an individual's, you know, age and experience, that they're better than
Time
other
to take a
people,
break.
you know?
Please stop. Write down whatever
And
you
so
were
you
about
get
to
a
say and
hierarchy
take a
and you
break
and
for
you
6
lose
minutes.
you lose the equality. So the more you're able to be an expert and a master of controlling yourself and controlling your emotions, the higher you're looked at and the less power you have and the less, you know, the lesser you are as a member of the community. So I mean for me I just have, it's not even about Joyce, it's about if that's what we did as a community, that the more you were able to control yourself and control your emotions and feelings, the higher regarded you had as a community and the more power you had, the more voting you had, I think that might be concerning. As far as creating a safe space where everybody's considered equal, regardless of their background, regardless of their age, regardless of their experience, regardless of like, anything, right? So again, it just comes back to professional communications code. Is it okay to just tell someone that, you're a problem unless you can control your feelings, or is that looked at as a personal attack because that's just who someone is? If they're not able to control their feelings, that they can't change that. That's who they are. And so if you personally attack them for that, then maybe that's not a very nice thing to do. So maybe they can become a different person in 5, 10 years after lots of experience, but in the moment for the next X number of days or months or years, they're looked down upon, right? I mean, it's just very weird to allow that.
Okay, I want to say something again. Okay, I think I don't. I think um I think sorry to say this. I think is you broke a code of conduct, like professional code of ethics, by taking a male word to heart without bringing it up, because um I'm very much convinced that there is nothing absolutely wrong in someone making a reference to something, like using an example, which is what Joyce did. um I think she's never direct at you, like she's not trying to insult you or be personal with you. She was just making a reference with Alberto, like, I am scared of you more than I don't fear Alberto more than I fear you. I think it's just a reference, like example. So
But for me, it's not about the reference. It's just about the fear. Like, it's about saying, like, oh, I fear about you and you're angry. You need to control your anger, you know, always, forever, and you can't be who you are. Right? I mean, it's just like, it's not about Alberto. It's just about the fear. Like, there's no specific example or evidence or observation involved. It's just opinion, right? Under our nonviolent communications code, you need to speak with observations and requests and feelings, not opinions, right? So observations and requests, this is what I observed, this is what happened, and this is what you could do to improve it. And that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting you as a person are fear mongering me, and you need to be in control of your own emotions and feelings. It has nothing to do with anything with Alberto. It just has to do with this is what you're saying about me.
Okay. Can I answer?
Well, it was Sandra's turn, but
Okay,
I just
Sandra, do you
for
still
um,
have something?
is I just saw what
well,
you put now, non-violent
hello, hi.
communication. Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna say anything again, but to say I am sorry.
Okay.
I've apologized many times. I think I did apologize a bunch of times, but I don't know.
What happened to my cursor? Okay.
Is
Can
anyone
I?
Can
even
I say
getting me?
something?
Yes,
I
I
just
can.
like
Wait. Can I answer before I forget, Lucy? Can
okay.
I, please? My laptop is hung. Can you please jot
Yeah.
down? Can you
Look,
please
Ate is
type
here.
it for
But is anyone even hearing me?
Yes,
Yeah, she's
okay,
here.
I'm
Yes.
hearing you.
I hear
Right
you.
now, we can hear
Ah,
you
okay,
now,
okay,
right?
okay, okay. Joyce, go
Okay,
ahead.
so,
I will talk after.
okay, okay. So,
Mhm.
Jay, mm, you know what happened? Why Alberto was brought at that time? Because you first talk about Alberto. You said that why you don't see that?
And
Why
three.
you don't fear
Time
Alberto?
to
Is
start. Please
shouting,
get focused
screaming,
on the
and
session.
threatening, and that's the context of. That's why I said that. When you said why not fear Alberto is shouting, is threatening, and whatever. That's what you said before I said that I do not fear Alberto. I said I do not fear Alberto. I see him as like I'm empathizing with him because of his what's it called? Health condition. I see it as it's something wrong with his health condition. That's why he's like that. I said, I fear you more. That's the context of that, Jane, because you brought it up first. So that's why I compared it to what you said. That's the context of that.
Yeah, I think that's all perfectly fine. The question is that, I mean, the way that I hear it is an adjective, right? So an adjective is basically saying like, Joyce
Describing.
fears, so Joyce super uber extreme and tons fears J. So it's not just a normal fear, it's a super duper extreme tons fear, right? It's like this massive adjective is how I interpret it because
Mm-hmm.
there's so many issues with Alberto that came up as an organization at a professional level of work, and I don't think I need to list dozens of issues again. And then so when you say that I am more than that, it's just an adjective. It has nothing to do with Alberto. It's just using it as an adjective to say that my conduct in the organization is so severe and the fear that it causes to you is so egregious that it's such a massive problem, way beyond anything that we've dealt with before, including in the past. And so I request reason why you would say that. Why am I so much fear and uber duper fear and so extreme? And your answer is I need to control my anger and feelings and emotions. In other words, I need to be someone I'm not. And that's all I'm getting from you, Joyce, and it hurts personally. There is no observation. There is no experience. There is no specific thing that happened or was said. It's just me as a human being. You don't like me, and you and I, whatever is happening is on the highest level, the uber duper level, the super duper level, the tons and tons level. And I need to stop hurting myself to address this because there's literally nothing that you are telling me that I can change, except maybe in 5 years I'll be better. So I feel talked down to. I feel like
Time to
I
pause.
can't be
Please
myself.
stop.
I feel
Close
like
your
I
eyes.
don't know
Count. One,
how to
two,
address this
three,
because I feel
four,
like it's
five.
violent
Open
communication,
your
and I
eyes.
feel like you are breaking the communication code of conduct because you are not giving observations and instead you are basically giving rumors or gossips or opinions about me as an individual, as a personal thing about me. That's how I'm taking it. And I don't know how to take it any other way because, and I have apologized multiple times. I will apologize again. I am sorry for making you feel, you know, afraid. And I am very, very sorry for getting angry and frustrated. I can't control who I am. I am who I am. And that is just a fact. Nobody is required to control their feelings and emotions. Our organization is not a value that we have. We can create that value if we want to, but on a professional level, we are supposed to have very clear observations, very clear experiences, very clear requests for how to improve things. Otherwise, if it's just a personal opinion, that's against our communications code. If you just have personal opinions about people, tell them that, and they don't feel good about it, it's it's weird, you know? It's just I don't know. It just feels to me like that's not how we're supposed to conduct ourselves professionally.
Okay, Jay. Can I
That
answer, please? Can I
sure.
answer? Yeah. Jay, I really did not mean like that. That you
Maybe
it's
we
I
need
think
to
you
do
I think
non-violent response. You know, maybe we
yeah.
need to do a repeating because I feel like we're going back and forth and saying the same things over and over again, and it's like you're not hearing
Yeah.
me and I'm not hearing you. So maybe we need to do a repetition.
Yeah, you keep on saying that I already explained myself up. You can see my explanations that I I don't know. I specifically said that please just control. It's not suppressing, control. Minimize, or what's the meaning of control? Like manage properly your anger. I am very specific on that. I did not te- I did not say I was really shocked from your
Java, come on, close the door.
interpretation. I'm really shocked of your interpretation of what I said. I was really shocked when I saw in the in Discord. I never thought that it will cost like this. For me, of all people, I don't like any arguments, or I like
Time for
peace.
breath.
I like
Please
peace. I
stop and
don't
get
like
ready.
anything
Now
that will
inhale.
make
1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
that's what I can say. You know, I don't want to hurt if possible. You know, of course, maybe I unintentionally hurt you. I'm very sorry, but I did not really mean like that. You know, um, I always say that if I want peace, it should start from myself. I don't have. I told myself, I don't have any. I'm telling also to my kids that you don't have any right to wish for world peace if you yourself cannot bring peace, cannot start peace. So I'm practicing that. So that's all I can say. I didn't mean anything, Jay. I'm very sorry if that made you feel, you know? That's what made you feel. But from what I said, I was really, really shocked to see all these messages in Discord. And I really did not mean anything at all. God knows. So why don't we let others say their opinion?
Well, it feels really good to hear you say you're sorry and that you apologize. So thank you.
Yeah, because I really didn't mean anything. I don't know why every time it's becoming big things are becoming big when we really don't mean anything.
You don't mean something. Why would you say it though? It's just so weird to not mean
No,
something and say something. Hey, let's ask someone else.
Jay, if we talk something, does it mean that we don't have to talk because we don't mean it?
Well, no, but like, are you fearing me right now?
Jay, after I express
That's
myself, yeah, I just
I
fear
know, but like,
you when you are in the
fearing me
session
now?
and you are, huh?
Are you
What?
fearing me now?
No, I'm not
No.
fearing
Okay.
you now. I'm telling when we
Why?
are in session and you are angry at us, and that's what I fear.
Yeah, but it's just so general. What happened? What did I say? What did you say? I have no idea. Like, was it
Jay,
yesterday? Was it a week ago? Was it a month ago? It's just so vague and so random. Like,
Time to pause.
it's just
Please
very
stop.
it
difficult
Close
to
happens
your eyes.
most it happens most
1,
of the
2,
time.
3.
I'm just keeping
most of the
quiet.
time. So
Yeah,
it's
Eyes.
just
I'm just keeping
that's just
quiet,
like
and
most of the
you
time.
heard
Every
everybody also,
maybe
and you heard
every
also
5 seconds.
everybody say, and you heard also everybody saying that we feel you because of that. We're always angry and when we don't do
But
the work and
everybody
everything. So
specific. instances and specific reasons, except for you. You were the only person who didn't give any reason. It just didn't
Yeah,
make sense
because
to me.
what reason? I told you, Jay, every most of the session.
Okay, well that is extremely concerning to me. I am devastated,
Yeah. Oh my God.
right? Because if 3 out of every 5 sessions are I'm making you feel fearful, that is a massive problem. I'm devastated about that. That is not okay for me. Should I be happy about that? And again, my
Hello?
request is to call me out on it. Ate, yeah, let's go to someone else.
Okay,
You.
Ate? Or wait, Ate.
Right, so
Lucy was supposed to.
just so you know, that is extremely helpful to have that information. So instead of just being like having no idea, at least now it's 3 out of every 5 sessions you have this fear, right? So it helps a lot to get at least something, and it shouldn't,
Yeah. I was
I'm
just
that.
managing it. I was managing it because I said, but then when everybody talk about it, then I said, no, so I was not the only one, you know, feeling this.
Okay, but so the goal is to solve it and improve it,
Yeah, yes.
which is why
Mm,
my request is observations and improvements, right? To know
yeah.
what you're dealing with,
Mm,
because giving your personal opinion about how you feel about me personally is difficult for me to hear. Anyways, let's go to someone else.
okay. Ate?
Oh, you said it was Lucy's turn?
Sure, Lucy,
Lucy.
okay.
Yeah, Lucy. Lucy.
No problem. You can go first anyway. I have no problem. I'll go after you.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Oh, um, I don't even know where to start because seriously, when I saw all the messages on Discord, I was like, "What's going on?" Was if I was not in the session, I would have said maybe something happened, but I don't really know why.
Please stop,
Um,
stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
I don't really know why Jay, you felt bad when Joy said this word during the main session, but you didn't bring it up. Then later on, I just started seeing after the session yesterday with Lucy, and I started seeing so many messages of how you Joy said she was afraid of you, that you were worse than Alberto and all the rest. And I was like wondering what's really going on. How come you were not feeling bad during the session, but you felt bad after the session? I don't know really what's going on. Talking about the fear,
We just continue. We had to stop.
pardon?
We had to stop. We didn't have time to continue.
Okay. Okay, let's just say it's because we stopped, we didn't have time to continue. So talking about the fear issue, I don't think it's strange, Jay. It's not after when Joyce said that she's afraid that you notice that people are afraid of you in FQN. It's not strange. So many of the workers are afraid of you. So many are scared. They even left. So many. It's not something like it started today. It's something of so long. When even immediately when I even joined FQN, I came across so many workers that were afraid of you. Me myself, it's now that I have the courage to sit in a session with you. Seriously, when it was time for me to work with you, when I was just joined FQN, when the time is approaching, I start feeling feverish. At times, when I just joined, my husband was wanting to force me, go and walk, go and walk. When I just think that it is time for me to join Jay in a session, my heart will just pop up a way, and I will really be afraid of even just jumping on Discord. And this is just the way you usually talk to workers, like, oh, I'm doing a work for you. I'm doing a work for you. You're not doing anything. You just sit around. The way you talk to workers, it scared them. Seriously, someone like Mary Kay that we met on FKN, she swore that she will never have a session one on one with you, but that she prefer to leave FQN. So there are so many workers that die with those they die with it in their stomach, and they decide to even leave FQN without even letting you know. Only few of them like us will gather the courage, sit. And I said to myself, Jay cannot eat me. So let me just try. That's how I used to encourage some of them that Jay cannot eat any of us.
Time
So
to
let's just
pause.
close our
Please
eyes
stop.
and push
Close your
forward.
eyes. Count one,
So
two,
this
three, four, five. Open your eyes.
so this issue of being afraid of Jay, it's not something I started today. It's something I met in FKN. It's something that has been going on for long and long. And there is a problem because when we hold a session like this, it's for us to come together, say what we think, bring up ideas, and move forward. But whenever we sit here and we say whatever we think, I have the feeling that we don't communicate because Jay, you already have your policies, you already have everything already scheduled and organized in your mind. Whatsoever we say in the session, it has no impact on you. I'm sorry to say that way, but that is how I've been observing, and it's not the first time I've been saying. I've been saying this over and over. When we sit in a session, we hardly come to compromise at the end of the session because at the end of the day, you are the center, and whatsoever you say, whatsoever you have already put in your policies is what's going to come to pass. It's only in rare, like in 20% over out of 100% of occasions that maybe the team can even vote and possibly pass. But 95%, even 95%, you are the one that always take the final decision. Things always turn until it comes that way. So people just tend to even be afraid of even say whatever they want to say, or even join a session with you one on one because they are scared of Jay. I don't know why it's really an issue today, but you know it that it has been an issue for long. You know it. As Joyce said, Alberto is just we have a saying in Africa that it's just an empty vessel. An empty vessel makes a lot of noise. If you take an empty container you aim on the ground, it's going to make a lot of noise. But if you take a container full of water you aim on the ground, you will hear noise. So we know already that Alberto is that type. So he's used to spreading threats. I'll crush like a cockroach. I'll do this. I'll do that. But that's a different thing when it comes to you because you are someone that's more organized. And whenever you say a word, it 80%, 95% it comes to pass. So why is she not supposed to be afraid of you? She's supposed to be afraid of you as compared to Alberto, who makes us noise. And if she even had to compare both of you, it's because you are the
Time.
one who brought up the Alberto
Please
stuff during the
stop and
session.
get ready. Now inhale. One, two, three. Exhale. One, two, three. Pause. Inhale together. One, two, three. Exhale. Relax.
So as I was saying, you were the one, as a matter of fact, who brought up Alberto's name during the session and talk about Alberto being the type that threatens people and wants to come one on one. That's why she just used that word to compare and tell you that even Alberto, as he threatens to come one on one, she's not afraid of Alberto, but she's afraid of you. Not only because you have words that you say, but in also in a respectful way. You are the center. You are the one that recruited her. So in one way or the other, I can never be afraid of Alberto. You see, when there was a problem, there was a time when we had serious issues with Alberto when he wanted us to boycott SGN session to go with him. I told Alberto plain flat, I cannot boycott Jay to follow Alberto because I don't even know you, Alberto. Jay, if I'm in FQN, it's because Jay has given me opportunity to be in FQN. So first, I don't know, like us in Africa, first before have that respect that you're first of all the center. That's why you see at times it's difficult for me. If it's not because I'm the type that when I get angry I speak, and at times I speak I don't control my words. when I speak and maybe I type something or I say something that I feel that has I was not supposed to say it as a matter of respect. You are the center. You are the one that sends money to my account, not the other way around. So automatically we have to be afraid of you and give you that respect. Then when you equally say words that those words, I don't know, maybe it's the cultural difference, but to us to say something like me that I'm from Cameroon, that you just sit around and you track us, you're just here for the money, you are um meanwhile we are here, we do the work. It's true, everyone here for the money, but when you make it as if we are extorting money for you or we are stealing from you, because that's just the interpretation of that word. When you say you sit around and you just want to get paid for nothing, that's another word. So why should I go and sit around when Jay will be saying I'm sitting around and he'll be yelling? I better just keep quiet. Or should I sit in a center in a session with Jay and I said, I'm doing your work for you. I'm doing your work for you. So some of those words, they're the root of all this. So many workers came in the FKN and left because they said they will never had a session one on one with Jay. It's just few of us. We have that courage. Someone like me, as Alberto used to say it, I have that. It's a time on the beginning I can be afraid, but when I gather the courage, I don't care
Time to
whatsoever is in
pause.
front of me.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open
I
your
don't
eyes.
have I have an objective whatsoever the situation. I don't care. I go for it. So there are just few of us that have that courage to stay and say, okay, let's just go to the session with Jay. I don't think Jay is going to kill me. He's a human being like me. So I don't think you should take Joy's words really personal, because first of all, in a global way, we are first of all supposed to be as scared of you because you are the center. You are the boss in other way. You are the superior. It's true you're going to say in FK there's no boss, but in FK it's only one person who is the treasurer, is one person that sends the money into our account. So automatically it makes you the boss, it makes you the center. We have to give you that respect, that fear. Then when again you use some other words, it really scare us again more. What I've just said right now is not from a personal point of view. I just want to make things clear. So I don't know. Check.
Oh, well done. That's a
Thank
very
you.
long talk, man.
So we're out of time again. Do you want to continue or do we want to just continue? I did my policy tracking for
Yeah,
asking
let
people
Lucy
to do
talk
I'm
stuff.
done.
maybe.
I'm
Thank you.
I'm done
Okay.
for me.
I'm just saying we're out of time. So do we want to continue? Do we want to just take it up
Yeah, let's
on
do
Wednesday?
view up.
We
Let's
are.
do view up.
Please
We
let's
up.
do view up and continue so we can trash this
So
thing.
we can solve this.
Yes, I suggest we should just continue and trash this thing once and for all. Oh,
I mean, that's definitely not going to happen. You know, the way you professionally address the work is to double, triple check, quadruple check, and verify, and to follow through with everything until it's completely addressed, which we're barely getting started on our process
eh,
for the contention. So the more we try to avoid it and not address it, the longer it's going to take. So
So let's
I
just
think,
give some another 20, even 20 to 30, even 15 to 30 minutes and see how far we can go and then we can stop. It's true we
this
cannot
I,
trash it all within a day,
I
but at least we can make a step.
yeah, yeah, I think we can definitely make some clear. I think there's some very clear issues, some clear proposals, some clear requests. Yes, good, good, good.
Time to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right, so we take a break and then continue the contention. So maybe I think for me, the desired outcome would be more to like focus on listing issues, next steps, solutions, and improvements. You know.
Yeah. Okay, let's take for me. Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we've done a lot of 24
Okay,
minutes.
let's take a break.
I'm back. Uh, uh,
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back as well.
All right. But
Uh,
Okay, I think it is my turn. I'll just like to say, I hope everybody is back. I don't really have much to say because all have been said by others. I'm just curious and I'm like, I would really like to know during the meetings, when we have the meetings, what are the proper way of communication when we are discussing? Are we not to say something that you feel like because this result is coming from yesterday meeting? Are we supposed to be reference to what we said during the meeting? I thought when we have meeting, if there is something, we just finish there, move on. Because if we focus on what is happening yesterday after the meeting, then I don't think whether you're going to move forward. Maybe you have to put other ways of communication during the session, the main session, when we have the main session, to avoid having this meeting. Like now, we waste all the time that we could have do some other work, but to focus on situation like this one. I'm also confused when I'm sorry, Jay. No one is really against you. We really respect you. I think everybody, including me, we really no one want to upset you. If maybe Joy says something, that was not something to upset. It was just for that session. It's done. We should not focus on yesterday's session. It's gone. We have to focus on how are we going
Pause.
to build our
Please
network.
stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
How are we going to build our network? How are we going to improve? How are we going to improve our work? Instead of just referencing on what we say during the meetings. That the way fear is now coming. That is exactly where fear is also coming. Fear is in different way. It can be also through the sessions. Like now, it think like for me, I'm going to be limited to say something. Maybe this is something gonna be wrong if I said during the session, during open discussion. Actually, it happened during the open discussion. You might say something that is not pleasant to you, and then that one is going to be jotted down now. The next, Lucy, you have said this, you have said this, you have said this. I think we just need to find a way. If we have a meeting, if one of us says something, that we cannot just move forward, and also unless it's something very serious, seriously that need attention, we can go forward and a scheduled session for that. I want to respond about Alberto. You said something about you don't care about maybe. So Joyce was saying situation for Alberto, and you say you don't care, you don't assume about Alberto's situation We are not here to make friendship. Yes, we are not here to make friendship. This is the network. What's the motto? What's the goal of this network? I think to bring people together, to help the world. How can you help the world if we don't care about our own? If I have a problem, my colleagues, even you can care. Yes, we are becoming like a family. You should not say you don't care. No, we should care. Why should we not care our own colleagues? If somebody is suffering, maybe having a problem, we understand this is a person who has a problem. No one really want to have a maybe friendship. Maybe if you see somebody is talking to someone, maybe it not really mean maybe that person want to be in a relationship to another person, or they want to say maybe talking bad about you. I don't know if maybe somebody is really planning to say something bad towards you. For me, what can I say actually bad about you? What can other colleagues of mine say about you? We work together. I think we are just here to build the network, and by the end of the day, to get something, to have food on our tables. There is nothing much. We respect you. As Ate said, you are the last person to say everything. Even this is just a network, but sincerely speaking, you are the last person that if this is you said always this is right and this is wrong. Even though we make a decision as a team, let's just not focus so much on what people say or what Joyce was saying. You felt bad, you are devastated, you are hurt. I'm sincerely sorry for that. If you felt that no one really want to see the situation, and like no one to be on your shoe, I think everybody, like we are all together in this. If there is a problem, we come up as a team, we solve it. But the issue saying we don't care how other people are saying, we don't assume, no, let's care. This is we are working here as this is an organization. Most of non-governmental organizations, they do even help people. uh, they help even in terms of mental problem. They focus on giving even a live support sessions. Even in FPN we have. Let's just have that spirit of helping, not in terms of money, just in terms of encouraging each other. Me, I'm the poorest person. I don't know anything. I'm always a weak person. I don't understand things very easily, but once I take time and sit down, slowly by slowly, I'll do that task. But I'm not a fast learner. I will use that. I'm not a fast learner. You have been in this for like 20 years. For you, you are very fast. You are very fast. And the second thing, I'm not good in English. Yeah, but the little that I know, I will speak. Whether I broke or what, I don't care. As long as you hear my question, this is what I'm asking, and I also understand what you are telling me to do. I know where I came from. Where I came from, only 1% of the women getting education. 1%. You can imagine being among 1%. It's not easy. So it's good to just understand everybody. If we are upset, also we are sorry. Let's just move forward as a team. Let fear is everybody, including me. Not only Joyce, or not everybody is fearing you, Jay. It's not you are bad. It's just like a fear of respect. We don't want to disrespect you. For me, I don't want you to feel annoyed. I don't want you to feel like I'm not delivering. I'm always asking God, what am I going to do today? I hope I'm not going to upset Jay. Before I start the work, I
Time to
have to see
pause.
where in the
Please
Bible.
stop.
At least I
Zero,
see one verse in the Bible,
two,
and
three,
pray to
four,
God not
five.
to upset you.
Open your eyes.
I'm asking God, let me not upset Jay today. I want today to have a peace. That's why I say yesterday, I choose peace. I don't want anything. I want peace. I don't want to focus on what happened. It's happening, happen. Let's move forward. We have a lot happening in life. Before you leave this earth, you have to encounter thousand things on the earth. Apology for that day. Just accept the apology. Let's move on as a team. Let's not focus. on past thing. Thank you.
Ah, oh,
Do you want to go next or should I go?
oh,
Sandra, do you want to say
Wait,
something?
I'll say that.
I didn't
Is it,
understand
am
that.
I the one having network issues or is that center is
I
broken up?
can
I
I can
can
hear
hear
you.
you properly, Ate.
Okay.
Can anyone hear me?
Now,
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay. Let me go. Um, I don't know how to start, but I'll just try and start from somewhere. I think um I think it's not that proper for an employee to be so much scared of employer. I'm just using myself as an example. I'm very if I do not if I say I'm not scared, I'm always scared. It's just now that I start getting to I know that I'm the last person here that was recently recruited and I'm not expected to know everything once, but but I'm not expected to dodge work, like to be scared. But I'm scared as well. Talking about working alone with you is always tormenting to me. Like, sorry, please don't mind my words. I'm always scared. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to say that. But what I'm saying is that instead of some people to join FQN because of issues or because of being scared of the owner, the people the people will just leave with a bad remark. I think it's not
To
okay.
stretch,
So
please stop. Stand up and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
so what I'm trying to say in general is that please after tonight's session we should try to get to a conclusive decision that as in let's just get to understand each other instead of coming and going. I just see that FQN is not for a soft-minded person, someone that can be able to, take the bull by the horn and say, I must stay. Because if you can't walk here, I don't think you can walk anywhere else. Like, is what I used to say. Seriously, is what I used to say. I will be like, if I can pass my medical school, why would I work here? It's just that it will take me time for me to, understand you properly. I already concluded that the boss here is temperamental as well, he's emotional as well. He get angry, but later he felt that it's not proper. Maybe he overreacted and he decided to, apologize, which is okay, but I still maintain my stand that it's not professional for the leader to get angry at every given thing. Is not, as far as I'm concerned here, is not, because if it is so, other people, like, I don't know how to put it. Let me not just go in details. So I'm still appealing to Jay to please reconsider us that are willingly to learn and work. It's not as if we are doing gossip or being corrupt or maybe talking about you at the back. No, everyone have the right to, express his or her feelings. So my feelings specifically is that I'm always scared and it shouldn't be. For me to learn this work properly, I shouldn't be scared of the center. So that's my point. I'm sorry if I use any personal word. I don't mean to. Check.
Okay, thank you,
Should I
Sandra.
go?
Who's next?
Yeah, Jay can go
Yeah.
next. Joyce don't have anything to say.
Okay, Jay.
Um,
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
so overall, I think we are making some progress. Like I'm thankful for everyone taking this time. There's definitely some clear next steps that we need to get organized on. I would say in general, we need to, um, you know, vote on any policy improvements. And then we need to focus on vocabulary and appropriate communication options, right? And then we also need to understand structure and um, functionality of the organization, right? So we talk a lot about team functionality, which is very important. But in the context of the organization's functionality, you get into the, you know, like for me, there's no need for me to be the treasurer. There's no need if me paying everybody is creating fear, then that's a problem that we can easily fix by just hiring a treasurer. We could either hire a bank or we could hire someone else or do whatever we want to and have someone else oversee the money. Like it doesn't have to be me at all. We just need someone we all trust to oversee, and they don't have to oversee all the money, right? So um, from there, we can also, encourage people to step up into leadership positions and get, I don't need to be the center. I don't need to be the only executive. So that could all be solved if we could figure out how to address that. In terms of some of the fear and stuff like that, I mean, the vocabulary I think is very applicable. The way that you guys use the term of fear and scared is very weird, and again, it doesn't really matter unless it's affecting the work. And it sounds like to me it is definitely affecting the work. So some of the terms that we use in English is that people come to work or when they get involved in something, they get nervous. Even just being on live on YouTube, people can get nervous. There's a whole group of people who will never work for us for no other reason than public accountability, that they just can't function in a public space, right? They're just too nervous and they're intimidated by being recorded, by being publicly accountable, and they're just not able to do. So there's going to be a whole group of people that literally they just don't feel comfortable in the
Time for
space
breath.
at all.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Which is perfectly fine. And then we can create private space for people who want to do private communications that's not accountable. So, being scared and fearful all the time obviously affects the work, and we need to address that and find solutions. And making it very clear what I am scared of, what I am fearful of is our budget and not having income and having to fire everybody. That's what scares me. Because, in the coming weeks, we have to deal with the budget, and it is a big problem. And I don't know what to do about that. And that I'm very scared of it. I'm very fearful, of having to fire people. But it's like we have to address that as an organization. So that's why I want to get to the work and actually bring in money and actually solve those problems. I was very, very happy with what Ate was saying. Ate is like the opposite of the issues I was having with Joyce, where Ate gave very, very specific, concrete examples. Whereas Joyce is now saying, 3 out of every 5 sessions, So it's better to hear 3 out of every 5 sessions instead of nothing. But in terms of actually solutions moving forward, some of the things that Ate said were very, very helpful. For example, when I say that I'm doing the work for you, obviously that is a huge trigger point and people don't like that. So and that's exactly what I just heard from Ate, right? So we should have clarity on what that means. The other one was, sitting around and tracking hours and getting paid for doing nothing or just here for the money, right? So we want to find better vocabulary about that, right? So for example, when I take on the work of a worker that is not my responsibility, how do I describe that? So I say I'm doing the work for you. If that's not good vocabulary, then what vocabulary should I use? So that's the request, is to make it like, okay, obviously we've identified something that's not appropriate for me to say. So then what can I say? Because I have to express the situation of when me as an executive is taking on work of a worker. It's not my responsibility to do that work. So how do I explain that in a way, quickly and efficiently and easily, in a way that's not causing and instilling fear in the organization? Like but there should be a very
Time to
professional.
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
There should be a professional and clear way that I can communicate that information, because it's a neutral information. It's not saying anything bad or good. It's just like, factually, I'm taking on a responsibility that is not my own. This is a responsibility of a worker. That's a neutral statement. So there should be a way to say that neutrally that doesn't make people fearful. So if I could get help with how best to say it. The other one is that, for example, today we're communicating in a double team, and when we have main sessions and we're communicating, it's not normal paid work, right? So if people want their back pay in relationship to just sitting around communicating and dealing with issues or whatever, there needs to be a way to discuss that. One option that I want to propose is the idea of creating a new token, which would be in essence, the work token versus just the communications token. Like that, basically we separate the value between actual work and basically sitting around talking and not working, right? So I think that would be a good or just sitting around watching. Like a lot of people just sit around and watch people do work. They don't actually do work. So that would be, an observing and communications token versus actually doing work token, and separating those values so that we can talk about it without triggering fear, right? For me, it's just a normal discussion, neutral. A lot of organizations do not pay people to communicate on Discord or email or whatever, right? So we should be tracking that value. It needs to be tracked. It needs to be in the ownership. It needs to be part of the equity and value, but we can't afford, if without having income, to pay people for all of that time, because it can last forever. We can spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in contention and other issues. If we don't get the work done, that's a problem for the organization. So anyways, the last thing I'll say is that, it triggers me to hear when people say that they're my policies, that I'm the one instituting all the policies, that 95% of everything is always me making the final decisions. I mean, for me, that definitely hurts. So what is the correct vocabulary of that? How do we change the organization? Like, if people don't feel responsible for their decisions and responsible for their voting and their involvement, that's a problem, because then you can just blame me and say, oh, everything's Jay's fault. He makes 95% of the decisions. Everything's, Jay's policies. Everything is Jay. Everything's Jay.
Break. Please
Right?
stop.
So
write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
it's an easy cop out to not actually take anything seriously. What can we do to fix the policies or fix our model? Because everything should be based on consensus. Like, the amount of time I put into this organization to build consensus is insane. Thousands and thousands of hours that are completely unnecessary if people don't even care that there was consensus. And if it's just like, oh yeah, Jay makes all the decisions anyways, why should I spend thousands of hours getting to consensus with a group of people who basically blame me for everything anyways and don't take responsibility for it and say it's all my decision making, right? It's like if we want a model where I make all of the decisions, then let's just agree to that and we'll create a business where, you know, I am the one stop for everything and everyone has to do whatever I say. And that basically, you know, I think that would be create even more fear. But if that's what we want, then we can do that. And then I can decide when to fire or not fire people. But to hear that for me is a major, major issue and a major, major problem, because why spend thousands and thousands of hours trying to build consensus where we're all responsible to each other, we're responsible to the team, if nobody even feels that way? It's a complete waste of everyone's time, especially my time, right? I mean, it's just, it would be insane to do that. Why would we spend thousands of hours getting consensus on every single decision and then in the end just say, oh yeah, Jay just made all the decisions? So that's a problem of vocabulary that needs to be fixed on the other side, right? Anyways, check was we're making progress for sure.
Hey, can I say something? Hello?
It says we have 5 minutes left and or 3 minutes left, and we also have the break too. So, but I kind of heard you were sort of far away. I don't know who that was, but
So can I quickly say
Ate?
something? Is anyone hearing me?
Yeah, we can
Ate?
hear you.
Yes.
Ate, you're far from your mic.
Oh, okay. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I'll just quickly answer some worries of what Jay said. Jay saying that you're doing our work for us. It's not a wrong vocabulary, but it depends in the context of which you use the word. Because every word, from what I learned from back in school, has a contextual meaning. Yes, there are some people here in FQN that practically do their work. But when someone sits in a session with you and is like, okay, for example, you say, like today, we're in a session and you said, I should go to the main account for Evergreen. And when you say that, I'm like confused. How exactly do I know the main account for Evergreen? And I asked a question, and thankfully today you directed me to where I could get an answer to my question. But in some sessions, it's not like that. When someone asks a question, there are some times that you I don't know I don't know if maybe you are at times angry from your home before you jump into the session, but there are some sessions that you really don't communicate very well. I have the feeling that you don't really like want to answer questions, and in such sessions, that's when you start using words like I'm doing your work for you. It's not a wrong word. You're yes, there's some people that you do the work for them. But according to the context, I would not sit in a session. I'm asking Jay, please, how can I get, because if you go to the social organizing, it's not everything that is there. So how can I get maybe the list of programs for that, because that's another situation where I had difficulty and we finished the session without me even knowing that until it's in the next session that you gave me that list. I was somewhere that I was never aware of. So that is a situation where when we ask a question, when we're in a session, we are here, we are not, we cannot sit in a session and we don't want to work. When we come to a session, it's because we want to work. There's some people that don't come to the session. But if those that come, it's because they want to work. So when we're in a session, we should just calm down. Whatever situation we have, maybe we will have problem in our homes, and then we just like bring it when we are angry. We are all humans. At times, it's difficult for us to like hold ourselves. We transfer the aggression to maybe others. But in a professional way, it's just a thought. Because I don't always understand why in some sessions you are very relaxed, but in some sessions you are very aggressive. So I really can't explain that apart from saying that, because sometimes like me, when equally I get sad maybe for my spouse, at times I turn up by even transfer aggression unknowingly. So that's just another point. Saying that you are doing the work for us in a session where someone is asking questions to get clarification, to me, that is where the word is not correct. And then to say we sit around getting paid, it is equally a wrong word in depending on the context, as I said, because there are some of us that let's just say because now I'll be forced to call names. Let's just say, for example, Mamun. If you take Mamun and compare to Sandra, which is just of yesterday,
End of break.
Sandra can
Time
even
to
do work
pause.
that Mamun
Please
cannot
get
do.
focused on the session.
And he appears mostly in main sessions. He just come on Discord, he creates confusion, he goes to the notes, he creates confusions, and then he will disappear and then he will appear back. That is a situation of someone sitting around and getting paid for not doing work. Because at the end of the day, us that even struggle to do the work, some of them will come and sit in the main session, then the income will never they will share and give to them. That does not even do any meaningful work. Not even the internal operations they don't do, even the client they don't do. They spend the time doing only the main sessions. So if you tell someone like that he's sitting around and getting paid for not doing work, that is correct. But if us that we come and we sit here like now, we are looking for a solution to the problem at hand because you are the one who came up with the problem. If this session you hold this session and no one comes to the session because it's a main session, we are afraid to come and sit around not doing any work but getting paid, and no one appears because it is possible it will be a more greater contentious situation in on Discord. That's why you are going to pour thousands of paragraph, millions of paragraph on Discord that you are getting ignored. No one is taking you serious. No one is coming to a session that is going to solve the problem of the organization. Then when we still come here, you say we are sitting around getting paid for doing nothing. How do you yourself you see that? It's a
But
question that
that
you yourself
that's
you
the
should
thing that we need vocabulary to be able to communicate that, right? So
you're not even supposed to say that, Jay,
organization,
when we are
as
here
an
for a solution.
organization, yeah, as an organization, this time that we just spent doesn't bring in income, it doesn't pay the bills, it doesn't allow us to get people paid. So there
But
needs
it
so
helps your
I'm not
mental
saying that
health.
any
You, for
personal,
example, because me, if
it helps
whatsoever
all of
chaos
us.
is here,
Yes,
I
it
mean,
helps all of us. It's very valuable, which is why this time needs to be tracked and it's extremely valuable. But there needs to be a way to talk about it in a neutral way that is not upsetting you or upsetting anyone else to
yes.
describe
So
the
in
fact
such a
that
situation,
we
we
have
need
to
to look for
balance.
a different vocabulary that is
So
mad.
what is the
That's
vocabulary?
yeah. I don't really know because to me, I'm not sitting around. I'm solving a problem. So it's you that say I'm sitting around. So I don't know how I'm
Well,
sitting
actually,
around.
when I believe what you're talking about is when I was referencing about Alex, about him wanting to get paid all of his back pay
No,
and me.
not even Alex. Alex is not my problem. I'm talking of us, the team, me, Joyce, Lucy, and
Yeah, but I
Sandra.
said that
In
was
most
once or
situations, you
twice
say
in the main
when we come
session
to
when we were
main
discussing Alex.
sessions, you say in main session, when we come to main sessions, we drag, we go 3 hours, 4 hours sitting around and getting paid.
Time to
Such
pause.
words like that. I don't even know how
Close
Alex.
your eyes.
Alex is
Count
not my
1,
problem
2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know,
because
Open
he's
your
not.
maybe I'm
He's
just
eyes.
not even part of the team again.
yeah. So I mean, again, the one proposal could be that we have work hours and we have communication and observation hours, but they're just two different things and they have different value, right? That's there should just be clear vocabulary regarding the type of time that we're putting in so that it's clear. Does that sort of make sense or it just doesn't make any sense?
Oh, I'll jump in anyway if we took no, Jay, I think that will create even more confusion. It mean for me, I will feel like so now that this session, if I go there, the value is not gonna be like also the same. We should not treat it
It
like
isn't.
this is
This is
just
just
a
a fact.
communication. It is a communication whereby we are looking for the solution for the team to get better. We improve as a team. So
Yes, but it
now, if
doesn't
you come
look.
up with that, many people will not show up like this session. It is going to be like, okay, I will not show up. We will scare people not even to join the session, Jay. I think we should think before you come up with that proposals.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's just like we can go on another 5 hours right now, but if everyone thinks that they're gonna get paid their full value for that time, they might actually want to go on for 5 hours that value and get their overtime and all of that. But it's just like if our policy is clear that this time is not direct income and it doesn't pay the payroll.
I think let's just do this. The main session, we can minimize the sessions, or maybe we can just have 1 hour, or just people can choose. If you attend the other session,
or
the
even
other one.
one main session a week in order for us not to
Yeah.
sit around. Yeah. Because as Lucy said, if I know that I will sit here and the value I'll be sitting to do main session is not the same value that I'll be sitting to do maybe like an RTVA session, I'm going to boycott the main sessions and focus on the RTVA and focus on the other sessions. So let's just really think very well before we
Mhm.
proceed.
Is she here? I don't know. We lost her. For me, time is money, so everything should be paid.
So,
Where's Jay?
Jay is
Jay, we
gone.
lost.
We
Jay, we
lost him.
lost
Let
you.
me see. We lost him.
Jay, we
I
lost you.
think why?
No, he maybe connection.
yeah, maybe.
I
Maybe connect.
Because he's in Discord. He is
Okay,
on
Jay
in
is back.
Discord.
Yeah, Jay is back.
is back.
Okay, okay.
It was surely just connection. Or maybe the system kicked him out. This GT is a very funny system.
Yeah, sometimes I'm also kicked out.
I usually find
Yeah,
myself being alone most of
alone.
the time.
Yes, I find
Sometimes
myself
I
alone.
get kicked out. So
Well,
I'm also kicked out all the
Eh,
time.
so I'm sure the system kicked you out.
Okay. So
so
we need.
is done. Want me to continue, or are we out of time, or what are we doing?
I just think we should continue this next contentious session maybe on Wednesday. I don't know. That's just my point.
Are we on view up? But that's going on.
Yeah, you're on view up. You're on view up. So my proposal on view up is that we should stop here and continue next session. So I don't know for others.
so this conclusion, I think what conclusion do we arrive at now?
It's already 2 hours on this particular session. So
Yeah, we
others,
can
are we
stop. For me,
stopping or
I'm for stopping and move for other. Yeah, we can stop here. Next time we can address.
Joyce, Jay? What do you guys say?
Yeah, I'm trying to stop. I think we made some progress, and I think obviously what needs to happen moving forward is to really focus on the vocabulary so that we all can communicate. Because otherwise, it's really difficult to communicate.
Mhm.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So are we stopping and going to another topic, or what's the final say?
We should split in beauty sessions.
When is Cobalt?
Cobalt is in how many hours?
in an hour.
Minutes.
In an hour.
51 minutes to
50
work.
minutes.
Yeah,
51
Maybe
51
just
minutes.
minutes.
maybe we should just wrap up and then come back to Cobalt because take
Yeah.
a small break, a meal break, and then try to do
Hmm.
some
Yes.
individual work too during that time maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay.
Okay.
Maybe we should do like a checkout.
Okay.
Check.
Should I go first?
Okay, check out. I will put some what in the wrap up is a check out like a hyper evaluation. No?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, ate. Ate.
Okay. I would definitely give this session a 6.5. It's true. It was not a plan. It was we're not planning that this session should take like 2 hours. But in some way, I'm happy that they say what was bothering him and that was stopping him from getting focused on the work. And I'm equally happy that some words that we said he's like considering it and asking us to bring come up with better vocabulary. And I equally want to say that when we are in sessions like this, I don't think the intention is to hurt each other. The intention is to solve the problem and move forward as a team because we are a team. I will definitely be focusing on the taxis, the 1099. I'll equally would like to work on the payrolls. I'll equally work on reimbursement. Um, I'll equally work on more RTVA sessions if we could get off pissed off on that. And I'll equally focus on, I'll start the next month with budget and the other priority client work that can bring
Please
us
stop,
more
stand
income.
up, and stretch
Check.
and move around for 30 seconds.
All right. Quick checkout. I'll give the session a 6. It was okay session. We certainly accomplished some addressing of the contention more so than on Wednesday, and I apologize for making this happen today. I guess I was wrong, but I do feel overall that there is a biased approach, where it's like everyone seems to have problems with me, but it's like it goes both ways. Like these aren't out of nowhere. Like everyone can easily say, "Oh, you're so fearful. Oh, you have all these problems." But when it actually comes down to actual observations and actual, issues, it's like, "Oh, you said that, you know, we shouldn't be getting paid for working, in communications as opposed to the actual work." So, I mean, it's like that's just miscommunication. It's not even actually me targeting anyone or even saying anything mean, right? It's just one person saying thinking that I'm meaning something very different. So it's not a personal. I'm not trying to personally attack someone. I'm just trying to say a factual observation. So like we need to stay focused on actual observations and actual experiences, because otherwise it's just opinions and perceptions, which aren't going to help actually solve anything. So let's keep doing that. And then let's continue to try to focus on the work and focus on being efficient and effective. And yeah, and I'll be here for Cobalt. I'm going to be working on recruitment. I'll be working on finances, assets, whatever you want to do. Good job.
Okay, who's gonna want to go next?
Yeah, I'll give the session Lucy 6.5.
He give the session Lucy.
And and no, I'm saying Lucy is going next. So I'll give the session 6.5. Yeah, it was not really easy session for me. But all in all, we are there. We try to learn every time we meet and every time we have session. Is this we are just in a learning point. For me, I'm learning every time. I'm learning new things. I'm going to work on payroll token, monthly responses for next month. I think it's ready. Taxes plan not yet. Yeah, and any other priorities that are available that's coming up.
Time
We'll
to
work on
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Also, I would like to schedule to work with you, John, POS and grants.
Great.
Check.
Yes, today is asset session. Supposed to be.
Yeah, good. I will attend that session.
Supposed to be Andromeda, but okay. Then next, who's gonna want to go
Next is
next?
Joyce.
Right, no, Sandra. Okay, sorry.
Sandra,
Yeah. Um, I'm glad that we were able to express what are welling up in our hearts. It really is, a relief. You know, I hope Jay at least is better because he was able to express what he feels, and also me, I was able also to reply. And also, okay, the next one, um, I hope it will really be solved, if not, even if like gradually, this problem. And of course, it will not magically happen, like Jay said. Like, yeah, that's true. And okay, I will prioritize on the assets session. Maybe at Cobalt, we can prioritize that, and then the taxes. We need recruitment on taxes and RTVA, and also recruitment setup. And 1099s also. Yeah, check.
Is Sandra today?
No.
Yeah.
Sandra is not there.
Okay. So, how many hours? 2.25.
2.25 hours?
2.25
Mine is
is correct? 2.25?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, 2.25. Okay, so what is this session? Contentious, right?
2. Hmm?
What is this session?
Uh,
Contentious, right?
It's a double team, right?
Yeah,
oh,
I
yeah,
think so.
double. Yeah, let's do double team.
Double
So that's what,
team.
7 or
Or
something like that?
double.
Also, we're on the first day of the last week of the
Ah, yeah,
Time.
it's the first day of
Please
the last quarter.
now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
1 degree. 1 degree.
All right, talk to you all soon. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
then.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.